Fundamentally, Minecraft is the greatest game ever created, and no other game can reach its caliber. When Minecraft was released, it raised the bar of the video game industry to a point where no other game could physically ever be better than Minecraft, other than Minecraft itself. Minecraft forever is and will be the greatest video game of all time. You can do shit with blocks. You can get diamonds and all that shit. If somebody asked me, why do you like Minecraft so much? You know what I would tell them? I would tell them Minecraft is my soul, it is my fuel. It gives me the strength and energy to wake up every morning and keep going. Minecraft is simply God's gift to this world. I've had issues with depression for years, along with anxiety, suicidal thoughts, but you know what has kept me going? Minecraft. Being able to sit down and have a good old time on Minecraft. If you play Minecraft, you're already on a higher level intellectually than the majority of the population. That's simply because Minecraft makes you superior to the rest of the human race. It stimulates your brain cells the more you play. With every cobblestone you collect, the more power you receive. For every cooked steak you consume and every diamond shovel you break, more power goes to you. The more you play Minecraft, the more of a saint you become, until you play enough Minecraft to reach ultimate god status. Minecraft is the greatest game ever created. So you're going by Philip ODST now, nerd? Haha, what's up, douchebag? It's Crystal from high school. Remember me? Me and the guys used to give you a hard time in school. Sorry, you were just an easy target, lol. I can see not much has changed. Remember Sashi, the girl you had a crush on? Yeah, we're married now. I make over 200k a year and drive a Mustang GT. I guess some things never change, huh, loser? Nice catching up, lol. Pathetic. Fuck off, edgy kid. There is no good way to commit suicide. My little brother, 14, killed himself by surrounding himself with dead fish and blowing himself up with a stick of dynamite. His suicide note just said BRB gone fishing. Dynamite fishing. Is that funny to you? My brother is dead. Fuck you. Delete Dota. Dota is death. IDK how to explain IT, but Tim swear to God they are everywhere. They are account buyer. I was play 6 games and I'll lose. I'd see if I lose because the game was good and my team has do their best. But it is not fair if I lose when I was played good but my team is account buyer. They feed, they pick core hero then feed or pick off lane but always farm when team fight, support wanna be core. WTF is this? I spend my time for playing Dota, it is not for 6 streaks lose. I lose 300 MMR on 2 days. WTF is that? If you the greatest dev of Dota can do anything, please give Dota to other corp. WHO can focus to bring Dota to be better and better. You can check my recent games and look inside, watch the game. Look what an idiot player on my games. I can't hold this on my heart anymore. Maybe you can think it is not a problem just because only one player gone from Dota 2, but you guys will see everyone will go to playing other games and delete Dota. Now is beginning gamers has left Dota. That's fact. I hope you guys can hear what is gamers want and how to make Dota be a fair games. I really need a cute girl to trap me in a room and beat the shit out of me. I want her to punch me until I'm bleeding from my nose and kick me in the stomach until I can barely breathe. I want her to threaten to stab me if I don't drink her piss and lick her feet. I want her to say I'm cute when I'm bloody and crying. I want her to leave, do it again another time, and keep doing it until I like it. I want her to buy me a collar and declare me to be her property. And on, and on. Ha. Oh, I nursed him through 2 divorces, a cocaine rehab, and a pregnant receptionist. Hey. God's creature, right? God's special creature? Ha. And I've warned him, Kevin, I've warned him every step of the way. Watching him bounce around like a fucking game, like a wind-up toy. Like 250 pounds of self-serving greed on wheels. The next 1,000 years is right around the corner, Kevin, and Eddie Barzoon take a good look, because he's the poster child for the next millennium. These people, it's no mystery where they come from. You sharpen the human appetite to the point where it can split atoms with its desire. You build egos the size of cathedrals, fiber optically connect the world to every eager impulse, grease even the dullest dreams with these green, gold-plated fantasies until every human becomes an aspiring emperor, becomes his own god, and where can you go from there? And as we're scrambling from one deal to the next, who's got his eye on the planet? As the air thickens, the water sours, and even the bee's honey takes on the metallic taste of radioactivity. And it just keeps coming, faster and faster. There's no chance to think, to prepare. It's buy futures, sell futures, when there is no future. We got a runway train boy, we got a billion innings all jogging into the future. Every one of them getting ready to fist fuck God's ex-planet, lick their fingers clean as they reach out toward their pristine, cybernetic keyboards to total up their billable hours. And then it hits home. You gotta pay your own way, anon. It's a little late in the game to buy out now. Your belly's too full, your dick is sore, your eyes are bloodshot, and you're screaming for someone to help. But guess what? There's no one there. You're all alone, anon. You're God's special little creature. Maybe it's true, maybe God threw the dice once too often. Maybe he let us all down. Slow clap steps out of the shadows. Hey. Not bad, kid. Not bad at all. You're mean, I mean. It's not bad. A good first attempt. It's plenty dank. I can tell it's got some thought behind it. Lots of quotable material. But mumming isn't all sunshine and rainbows, kid. You're skilled. That much I can tell. But do you have what it takes to be a memester? To join those esteemed meme ranks? To call yourself a member of the Roosman's car? Mumming takes talent, that much is true. But more than that, it takes heart. The world-class memesters, I mean the big guys, like Johnny Hammersticks and Billy Kuahana, they're out there day and night, burning the midnight meme oil, working tirelessly to craft that next big meme. And you know what, kid? 99 times out of 100, that new meme fails. Someone dismisses it as bait, or says it's try-hard, or ignores it as they copy-paste the latest cheat post copy-pasted dreamt up by those sorry excuses for cut-rate mummers over at Reddit. The meme game's rough, kid, and I don't just mean the one you just lost smile. It's a rough business, and for every artisan meme you craft in your meme bakery, some cocksucker at 9gag has a picture of a duck or some shit that a million different Johnny no-names will attach a million different captions to. Chin up, kid. Don't get all mopey on me. You've got skill. You've got talent. You just need to show your drive. See you on the boards. What do you call a drunk Muslim? Muhammad. Luke, did I ever tell you about Trans Tyrell? He was a Malay Lena pod racer who participated in the Boontaif Classic on Tatooine in 32 BBY. Born on the planet Helene Minor, Tyrell had incredible reflexes, which made him an adept pod racer. For several years, he built up his reputation and became well liked by the other regular racers. He was furious at the way fellow racers say Bubba found his success through cheating and vowed to kill the dog racer. However, Tyrell perished in the Boontaif Classic. His engines were too large for the tight confines of Laguna Cave and caused him to crash. His son went on to found the Rats Tyrell Foundation, which attempted to outlaw the sport of pod racing. And a good friend. My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 33 years old. My house is in the northeast section of Moria, where all the villas are, and I am not married. I work as an employee for the KMU department stores, and I get home every day by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't smoke, but I occasionally drink. I'm in bed by 11 p.m., and make sure I get 8 hours of sleep, no matter what. After having a glass of warm milk and doing about 20 minutes of stretches before going to bed, I usually have no problem sleeping until morning. Just like a baby, I wake up without any fatigue or stress in the morning. I was told there were no issues at my last checkup. I'm trying to explain that I'm a person who wishes to live a very quiet life. I take care not to trouble myself with any enemies, like winning and losing, that would cause me to lose sleep at night. That is how I deal with society, and I know that is what brings me happiness. Although, if I were to fight I wouldn't lose to anyone. The Incom T-65 X-Wing is the fighter that killed the Death Star. An almost perfect balance of speed, maneuverability, and defensive shields makes this the fighter of choice for Rogue Squadron except when the mission profile disallows it. In addition to 4 blaster cannons, the X-Wing can carry a number of proton torpedoes. It's powered by 4 fuseled thrust engines and requires an onboard astromech droid for peak performance. The Y-Wing is the workhorse of the Rebel fleet. It's not quick or flashy, but it gets the job done. The armor on this is extensive and the shields will protect you from just about anything, which is good because you won't be going anywhere fast. The Y-Wing is used mainly as a bomber because it can carry a heavy payload of missiles, torpedoes, and bombs. The other important weapon is the topside-down cannon which, rather than destroying a target, can disable it for later capture. Our cannons have a computer-assisted auto-fire feature. So don't forget that when you are in the heat of battle. The Snowspeeder, modified with armor plating, stronger outboard laser cannons, and the harpoon tow cable for the rear gunner, is not a true flight craft so the flight ceiling is quite low. It hugs the ground well and is also quite maneuverable, but the addition of deflector shields was deemed costly and time-consuming, so watch yourself. The controls are quite similar to the X-Wing so don't worry about additional training. One of the Rebellion's most well-armed starfighters, the B-Wing, has been personally designed by Admiral Akbar. The B-Wing supports an array of weapons including ion cannons, proton torpedo launchers, and laser cannons. Because the cockpit is surrounded by a unique gyro stabilization system, the pilot always remains stationary, even as the rest of the ship rotates during flight. The A-Wing is the fastest fighter we have, capable of matching a TIE interceptor in speed. Twin J-77 Event Horizon engines power the craft, and twin blaster cannons provide offensive weaponry. However, what we gain in speed, we lose in defense. The deflector shield capability is significantly less than the X-Wing, so make sure you use your speed to dodge lasers rather than relying on shields. The A-Wing also carries a limited number of missiles. An illegally modified Korean-engineered YT-1300 transport, the Millennium Falcon, is one of the most formidable starships in the galaxy. Owned and piloted by Han Solo and his Wookiee partner Chewbacca, the Falcon supports a top-of-the-line Imperial deflector shield system, 2 quad laser cannons, and 2 concussion missile launcher, along with the retractable light laser cannon. The starship is also equipped with an incredible Class .5 hyperdrive system. The first in a series of advanced twin-9 engine starfighters, the original TIE fighter was developed by Center Fleet Systems. The agile, single-pilot craft has a titanium alloy hull and quadanium steel armored solar panels but lacks a deflector shield and primary life support systems. The TIE fighter is intended to be used as a short-range attack craft, launching from nearby Imperial installations. TIE fighters usually attack in swarms to overwhelm their opponents. The Eta-II Actus-class interceptor, also known as the Jedi Interceptor or Jedi Starfighter due to its extensive use by Jedi pilots, was a Republic starfighter used late in the Clone Wars that shared design elements with the Republic's Delta-7 and Delta-7B starfighters, as well as the TIE fighters of the later Galactic Empire. The Galactic Alliance would later come to utilize a successor, the Eta-V Interceptor. At 5.47 meters in length, the Eta-II was significantly shorter than the already diminutive Delta-7. The new fighter's mass was further reduced by removing much of the forward space frame, leaving the front of the ship in a forked shape. Like its predecessor, it was also too small to hold an onboard hyperdrive. Because of this, the Eta-II had to rely on carrier vessels or Sillier 45 hyperdrive modules for long-distance travel. However, the Actus did have a full astromech droid socket, instead of a truncated unit as was seen in the early models of other Sprite starfighters. like the simultaneously developed ARC-170 and Alpha 3 Nimbus Class V wing starfighters. The Eta-2 incorporated S-foils to radiate excess engine heat in the thick of combat, reducing the likelihood of damage to the craft. Occasionally, though not always, the lifting panels were opened during normal flight to further reduce stress on the engines. Such a design element carried with it certain flaws. However, this area of the hull was lightly armored, and extremely vulnerable to laser, fire and buzz droid sabotage. This design element would be carried on through the radiator panels of later TIE fighters which, unlike the Eta-2's foils, were locked in static positions but essentially served the same purpose. Thanks mostly to the fact that its development occurred in the midst of a galactic civil war, the Eta-2 had more firepower at its disposal than the Delta-7 and Delta-7B, 2 large laser cannons and 2 ion cannons. While the size of its guns providing it with respectable firepower, the fighter's limited power systems restricted its ability to fire continuously. Raytheon's twin-ion engine design allowed the Eta-2 to achieve a maximum acceleration of 5,200 grams. Unlike the Delta-7 and Delta-7B, the standard Eta-2 was not equipped with shields, as Cineris that agility and speed were its best defense. However, a later variant did include shields, as well as slightly heavier armor and a stronger hull. Your lack of understanding of verbal nuance and context as applied to the interpretation of spoken language betrays you as the Neanderthal you are. Those of us with 200+ IQ can easily deduce what someone is going to say, what they meant to say, and the situational dependent meta-interpretation of what they meant to say within the first couple of words they utter. We can then easily intuit the exact reply that will provide the highest chance of a beneficial outcome in future. Those of us with 200+ IQ see the world as endlessly shifting entangled threads of probability, and we navigate them as easily as a skilled sea captain navigates a placid lake. The Ichthus beneath us are no better than slaves, never understanding that they are either unimportant to us, or every step they make has been planned for them. Imagine spending your entire life as a puppet. But of course, that suggestion was rhetorical. I don't expect an Ichthus to truly be able to envision the consequences of such an actuality. Let me translate all this into socially incapable robot for you, as you likely missed some of the finer details of what I have said and are struggling to make heads or tails of my diction. You are lesser than me. In every way. Hothead couple in the apartment above me are fucking each other loudly again. 4 cops come over and knock on a door for 30 minutes saying, "Jared, we just want to talk to you." Bike with a loud ass horn selling Mexican food comes through. Guy with a 1998 Corolla blasting SoundCloud rappers from subwoofers that cost his yearly income. Black kids running around screaming their heads off and cursing. Pop 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 off in the distance. I live in a fucking zoo. Damn y'all motherfuckers is stupid. I bet I could raise a feral child in the middle of the woods with its only language being farts and screams, and it'd still be a more well-rounded member of society than of the people in this comment section. I get that it's fun to believe in crazy conspiracy theories, but what's more fun is not being an absolute piece of shit who thinks space is fake. I mean, how do you people even have families? How are you not thrown in a river the minute your parents looked into your vacant eyes to see that they've birthed a human mulligan and it wasn't worth the money for food to grow you into a useless adult? If you people took an IQ test, their results would say sandwich, and then the government would fire you off into space for weighing the rest of us down with your comically lazy approach to acting like human beings. It's idiots like you all in here that make me think God might be real, because it's the only explanation I can find for how you all haven't suffocated by forgetting to breathe. So shut the fuck up and pump my fucking gas, you moron. Listen. Don't talk to me like I'm some kind of fucking chump. Alright? Because I'm not. I'm a businessman. I'm a family man. Man of the people. Man of the church. Man of the country. I'm a patriot. A veteran. A man of God. A missionary. A postman. I work at Jamba Juice, okay? My dog is spayed. I got letters ready for me at the Notary Republic. I know a cobbler. I make my own quilts. Love eggs. Shop locally. I support local causes. I take a cruise ship every 3 months. I wear reading glasses. My daughter has braces. My eyebrows are shaved. And my friends are all geese. I live in a house. I have a head. My clothes are all combustible. My medicine is over the counter except for one prescription. I have a shirt that reads, "If you don't like me, I'll go fuck your mother." I am inside of the Matrix. I live in a home with no windows. I have lasers inside my brain. I have a shark in my bathroom. My dog sleeps in my bed with me. I have mouse under the rug. My friends are all dead. I went to India once. I like bowling. So don't talk to me like I'm some kind of fucking chump, alright? Because I'm not. What do you think? Bulldog is a total no-life man, full of anime stuff. Just sit a whole day while drink a Coke or energy drink until his stomach looked like pregnant woman. And when he meets something he hate he will angry just like 7-year-old does when you not give them a candy. I don't know why I feel sad looking at that guy. I mean really, he has money, skill, but not a life. This guy has everything that needed to become the most amazing gay in the planet. Money, skills, fans. But he chooses to become himself now. I don't know, it's Bulldog's life. He do what he loves, even if it's make him a loser. Hey everyone. Expert mathematician here. I've been on a mission my whole life to find the world's smallest possible number. I want to thank Admiral Bulldog, because now that I've seen his net worth, my search is finally complete. The biggest oversight with Dark Willow is that she's unbelievably sexy. I can't go on an hour of my day without thinking about plowing that tight wooden ass. I'd kill a man in cold blood just to spend a minute with her crotch grinding against my throbbing manhood as she whispers terribly dirty things to me in her geographically ambiguous accent. I cannot think or comprehend of anything more cucked than having a daughter. Honestly, think about it rationally. You are feeding, clothing, raising and rearing a girl for at least 18 years solely so she can go and get ravaged by another man. All the hard work you put into your beautiful little girl, reading her stories at bedtime, making her go to sports practice, making sure she had a healthy diet, educating her, playing with her. All of it has one simple result: her body is more enjoyable for the man that will eventually fuck her in every hole. Raise the perfect girl. Great. Two benefits. If you're lucky, a random man who had nothing to do with the way she grew up, who marries her. He gets to fuck her tight pussy every night. He gets the benefits of her kind and sweet personality that came from the way you raised her. As a man who has a daughter, you are literally dedicating at least 20 years of your life simply to raise a girl for another man to enjoy. It is the ultimate and final cock. Think about it logically. Look at them. They come to this place when they know they are not pure. Tenno use the keys, but they are mere trespassers. Only I, know the true power of the void. I was cut in half, destroyed, but through its Janus key, the void called to me. It brought me here, and here I was reborn. We cannot blame these creatures. They are being led by a false prophet, an impostor who knows not the secrets of the void. Behold the Tenno, come to scavenge and desecrate this sacred realm. My brothers, did I not tell of this day? Did I not prophesize this moment? Now, I will stop them. Now I am changed, reborn through the energy of the Janus key. Forever bound to the void? Let it be known, if the Tenno want true salvation, they will lay down their arms, and wait for the baptism of my Janus key. It is time. I will teach these trespassers the redemptive power of my Janus key. They will learn its simple truth. The Tenno are lost, and they will resist. But I, will cleanse this place of their impurity. Behold, they cut me down, but still, I speak. I am energy and I cannot be destroyed. First of all, that insult could have used some work. Second of all, the pain and humiliation I feel daily are immense for someone like you to cut someone like me deeper. You must have problems yourself, buddy, so I felt bad for you, and how fucking dare you say that to me? I am gonna make you regret those goddamn words. I have a Hitler action figure that I got off Amazon, and I like to make scenarios where I place him with other historical figures and pose them like they're talking. I'll make up the conversation and write it out, sometimes even read the back and forth out loud alone. Sometimes I like to dress him up in funny outfits. I'll even sometimes have him fighting anime figures I have, like Hitler versus Funny Valentine. Sometimes I like putting him in this chair I have and have him next to me while I play war games with my friends for good like. I insert myself as Hitler leading my forces into battle. I think it would be cool to make Hitler figures and sell them online. I'm pretty good at painting figures, so I think I could make some decent money. I'd like to make whole variants of Hitlers. Like Vietnam Hitler, business casual Hitler, golf Hitler, beach Hitler, 70s Hitler, Van Hitler with Frankenstein guitar. I'm very attached to this figure. I play it off as a meme to people, but I really would be devastated if anything happened to it. I'm not even a fascist or racist, I just have this strange affinity for Hitler. It's like this mysticism, almost taboo appeal. Kind of like having a Darth Vader action figure but cooler. Does this count as a hobby? Topology is Illuminati propaganda. I never wanted to breed with anyone more than I want to with Halloween Mercy. That perfect, curvy body. Those bountiful breasts. The childbearing hips of a literal goddess. It honestly fucking hurts knowing that I'll never mate with her, pass my genes through her, and have her birth a set of perfect offspring. I'd do fucking anything for the chance to get Halloween Mercy pregnant. Anything. And the fact that I can't is quite honestly too much to fucking bear. Why would Blizzard create something so perfect? To fucking tantalize us? Fucking laugh in our faces? Honestly guys, I just fucking can't anymore. So last night I went out, and I don't really go out much anymore, just not really part of my life. I don't go out because nothing is that of an interest to me anymore, cause I see through all the fakery. So I flat smacked whole entire bar last night, and it all started from ordering a Corona with a lime. I then started to talk about how unsanitary limes and lemons are, but I knew this waitress and I knew she washed them. Then I start talking about eating healthy and how I'm a vegan, and got a couple of people's attention, and people were asking what I do for a living cause I was just refuting tons of facts one after another, so they're really curious. Continue to get complimented on my knowledge and wish me the best on my endeavors. Then I hit him with the holy grail after I warmed him up. I say, have any of you met a flat earther? All of them either chuckle or say no. I said, well, I've came across all these truths I've been telling you guys because I believe the earth is flatter, and I don't believe that I know it. Then started to tell him about our water doesn't conform to an exterior of a shape. Now NASA lies, and the astrology hasn't changed since the beginning of time. Polaris has been fixed, constellations don't change. And then the one girl who was probably the most interested start pulling her hat over her face and screaming, I got a degree from Purdue University. Stop it, this is all bullcrap. Probably the worst cognitive dissonance I've ever seen in my life. We're talking about girl that we just asked me what I did for a living cause she is so impressed with everything I was speaking about, and then as soon as I brought the stuff about flat earth she just like shut down and had no rational thoughts. I flat smacked over 20 people yesterday. I'll say at least 15 of them are you going to go research. Gonna need some flyers soon. You aren't the only one to grow up on the killing fields. War is a cruel parent, but an effective teacher. Its final lesson is carved deep in my psyche, that this world, and all of its people, are diseased. Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. We are all pawns of something even greater, memes, the DNA of the soul. They shape our will. They are the culture. They are everything we pass on. Expose someone to anger long enough, they will learn to hate. They become a carrier. And they, greed, despair, all memes, all passed on. You can't fight nature, Jack. Wind blows, rain falls, and the strong prey upon the weak. Sam tells me you see your weapon as a tool, something that saves lives, a means of justice. Now, there's a pretty meme. Exquisite. It spared you the burden of all the lives you've taken, absolved you of guilt when you enjoyed it. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little 5 support? I'll have you know I leveled up first of my team in the hard lane, and I've been involved in numerous smoke gangs on the Radiant Jungle. I have over 300 confirmed rampages and I am trained in armlet toggling and am the top MMR in the entire US East region. You are nothing to me but just another X on the minimap. I will wipe you the fuck out with skill shots the likes of which have never been seen before on this map, mark my fucking pings. You think you can get away with stunning me over the river? Think again, shitter. As we speak I am contacting my secret network of Steam friends across USA and your push is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the team fight, noob. The team fight that wipes out the pathetic little pile you call your unreliable gold. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can juke you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare clicks. Not only am I extensively trained in manfighting, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the secret shop and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your low net worth ass off the face of the continent, you untold shit. If only you could have known what attack speed your little Peruvian comment was about to bring down upon you, maybe you would have hidden this fucking fog. But you couldn't, you didn't, and now you died back, you goddamn idiot. I will shit crits all over you and you will lose your high ground death. You're fucking dead, rat kid. Listen to me. You may be a mystery to me, but I am a mystery to myself. You cannot reason with a man who has no reason. You cannot speak with a man who does not hear his own soul. You cannot fight with a man who knows no violence except the violence of death. I was born to kill motherfuckers like you, okay? I was born for it. This will not be any problem for me. I will fucking kill you, okay? I was born for it. You can't defeat whose whole life is defeat. You cannot joke with the man who thinks all is funny. Motherfucker.